I don't know if this is Dennis or not. Dennis, are you going to tell us why fathers... Oh, God, we got Jordy Pete telling us about fathers. God damn. So, Prager, you posted this today. So, I thought it was appropriate. The far-reaching impact of fatherlessness. Oh, shit. Apparently, it's a dose of Jordan Peterson.
Boys' IQ has dropped about 15 points since the 1980s, and make a case in your book that that's related to fatherlessness. Boys scored lower than girls in the 63 largest developed nations in which the PISA, a set of international standard tests, was given. Boys are 50% more likely than girls to fail to meet basic proficiency in any of the 3 core subjects of reading, math, and science. By 8th grade in the US, 40% of girls are at least proficient in writing compared to 1 in 5 boys. Boys who perform as well as girls are graded less favorably. Boys have gone from 61% of university degrees to 39%. Girls, the reverse. Percent of boys who say they don't like school has gone up 70% since 1980. Boys are expelled from school 3 times as often as girls.
Okay, so there's what you call lurking variables here. The amount of people who say they don't like school going up since 1980, I would contribute that to fucking like popular culture and media and shit. When you grew up in the 80s with all these shows that were marketed to kids and like it became a trope like, oh, school sucks, blah, blah, blah. And you've got all these shows that are trying to appeal to kids. And instead of having Schoolhouse Rock, which made education fun, school kind of became the villain. And when you get to your Nickelodeon age and shit, right? It was indeed. Fucking Jordan Peterson, all he knows how to do is Gish Gallop.
Girls. 1 in 3 children in the UK and the US.
And also, a lot of people want to imply that fatherlessness is a moral failing, an individual moral failing. That is one of the things, like when you hear right-wingers talk about fatherlessness as a reason for some socioeconomic woe, crime, blah, blah, success of children in school, whatever it is, it's usually trying to say that there's a moral failing in the black community. It's the same people always saying this shit. But there's once again a lurking variable here. People who don't have fathers tend to be poor. It's the poorness. People who don't do well in school tend to be poor. It's kind of like the whole, correlation doesn't equal causation. Ice cream sales and murder both go up in the summer. But ice cream doesn't cause murder. It's because the heat goes up and people are out associating with each other more. There is a dog whistle there. And they all fucking do it. All these right-wingers do it. And it takes responsibility off of decisions we've made as a society. One, to break families up in poor communities. And this affects communities of color unequally. They are overrepresented in our prison population because of this. We break their families up. We break poor families up. Lactose murder spree happens every year. Listen. I had an issue the other day and I broke my toilet and it was an active shitter situation. But like it makes it seem like there's not a governmental policy that we can do to change this. But it's just a failing of this certain community. And I hate to even try to contemplate what their solutions would be.
Grow up without a father.
Are fathers necessary?
Oh, here we go. Here's Dennis Prager.
The need to explain why fathers are necessary would have been regarded as, well, unnecessary. It would have been like explaining why water or air is necessary. But we live at a time in which the obvious is routinely denied. There have been articles in the most prestigious journals denying the importance of fathers. The Atlantic magazine, for example, published an article titled, "Are Fathers..."
Okay, first of all, you said prestigious journals and then cited the Atlantic. No, sir. No, sir. The Atlantic is not a prestigious journal. The Atlantic is a reputable news source, and I would assume a question posed in a headline like this is some sort of editorial or opinion piece.
Necessary, a paternal contribution may not be as essential as we think. The New York Times published a discussion among 5 intellectuals titled, "What Are Fathers For?" One of them, Hannah Rosen, an editor at New York Magazine, opened her response by stating, "I'm not sure whether a child needs a father." I could give dozens of such examples. I'll just give one more. HuffPost published a piece titled, "Fathers Are Not Needed."
And also, you can't present examples of clickbait fucking headlines that are trying to get people riled up to click on them as supporting evidence for your premise, Prager. You fuck. God, I hate you.
Dismissal of the importance of fathers is not universal. In a 2008 Father's Day speech a few months before his election as President of the United States, Barack Obama said, "Fathers are critical to the foundation of each family. That they are teachers and coaches, they are mentors and role models, they are examples of success, and they are the men who constantly push us toward it." What makes his comments particularly noteworthy is that Barack Obama grew up without a father. Both boys and girls need fathers. We'll begin with boys. A boy has no built-in understanding about how to be a man, meaning a good...
What does that mean? What does how to be a man? What does that mean?
Most obviously regarding sex and violence. If a boy does not have a father whom...
Male nature is wild.
You live in sexual anarchy?
I might go out here and rape some, kill some people if I don't have a strong father figure in my life. Wow.
Models how a man controls himself, he will most likely not know how to control himself, let alone want to. That's why most males in prison for violent crimes grew up without a father. After days of riots in the UK in 20...
I bet they grew up in poverty. I bet they grew up in poverty.
Christina Adone wrote a column for the London Telegraph whose title says it all. London riots, absent fathers have a lot to answer for. In the column, she wrote, "The majority of rioters are gang members. Like the overwhelming majority of youth offenders behind bars, these gang members have one thing in common: no father at home." There's no question that
Didn't have no daddy around when I was growing up.
about their son's father, but common sense alone suggests that a mother simply cannot model
That's a real song. I sang a real song to you.
model to a girl what a woman should be. And then there is the issue of controlling boys and their wild natures. Again, there are mothers who are able to do this.
I'm sorry,
All
Mox.
difficult as so many are, as he gets older, most mothers will find it more and more difficult to control their son, because unruly boys listen to their fathers much more than they listen to their mothers, which is precisely why most violent criminals grew up in fatherless homes. They obviously did not listen to their mothers.
Listen, Dennis, listen. If I listened to my dad more than my mom, I probably would be in prison. My dad was not a savory character. My dad, like, fucking, it's amazing my dad didn't go to prison at any point in time in his life. Holy shit. Now, I've mentioned to you guys that my dad was a drug addict, but I never mentioned that, like, he was fucking high functioning. The man was a blaster. The man was he blew up mountains for a living. and was like speedballing. Like, give that dude some oxys and some cocaine, and like that dude was happy as fuck. Well, I don't know about happy. It was his favorite thing in the fucking world, but I don't know if he'd be fucking happy about it. God, what a wild individual. If I listened to my dad more in life, I had to go fucking get my dad out of jail one time. So, I was the news director of 9 radio stations in Pikeville, Kentucky. And my dad was driving back from my brother's house, and he flipped my mom's Highlander. And he was apparently on Xanaxes and Loratabs. Flipped my mom's Highlander, completely totaled it. And they took him to the hospital to get checked out and everything, and they had him in cuffs at the hospital. As they're bringing him around to take him to the jail, like the cops had already called me and shit, because like I was in with everybody in the town. Like, it was a little small fucking town. I was the news director of all these radio stations. I had the fucking Willy Wonka key, right? I don't even know if I got that fucking that example right, because I've never seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh fuck. They're like bringing him around to the hospital. There I am, just like, my mom made me leave him in there a day. And because I was still on somewhat good terms with him at this. No, I think I'd punched him in the face, and that's why I'd gotten kicked out of my mom's house, and I hadn't spoken to him until this. But like, I got him out of jail the next day because mom wanted him to spend the night. And I had a Loratab for him to take, and I had one for him to snort, so he could get a little high, but he could also get a little back relief. And we're like, all right, now I got to drive you. Mom doesn't even want to see you. I have to drive you to detox. You got to go stay in the detox for 7 days. But I'll get you a little high before you go. Here, hit the bong or whatever. Hit this pipe. Nicer than I should have been to him. My dad. I've got all kinds of stories. Oh shit, do I still have I photoshopped his face on a picture of me not that long ago. Yeah, here we go. Everybody was doing the aging app thing. So I did the aging app myself. Just put Lonnie Mullins' picture over my face. Oh, happy Father's Day, Lonnie. He dead now. He dead. God, he's been gone like a year now or something. Like, fucking feels weird. I don't know. I hadn't talked to him since 2016. The last thing I ever said to my dad, I called him on the phone, or I called my mom on the house phone, and he picked up. And I said, "Where the fuck is mom at? No one wants to talk to your dumb ass." And he threw the phone at my mom. And she's like, "What'd you say to him?" Like, we shouldn't have took it out on you. Was that a Final Fantasy shirt? Yes. Yes, it was. It was a Final Fantasy shirt that says party time. Yes, I love that shirt. It's somebody in blue over here. It's like maybe a sword wielder. Old school. I play old school Final Fantasy. I'm itching to play some old games, but like I have a PS5. Oh no, it might have been a Black Mage. That's exactly who it is. It's a Black Mage on the far end. I've been wanting to go back and play like Final Fantasy. Like they've got the Pixel remixes, remaster, whatever the fuck they called it. I'd really like to go back and play them, but I have a PS5, so I feel like, you know, I'm wasting a PS5 if I don't play it.
As regards daughters, the father is the man girls learn to relate to. Without a father to relate to and
Let me tell you, as a childless person, I'm a cat dad. It's a happy Father's Day for me because I'm the world's greatest cat dad. I've got the mug to fucking prove it. I can tell you that I have the time to sit back and play some fucking PlayStation 5 because I ain't got no goddamn kids. Seriously, fuck kids. I don't know why anybody don't literally fuck kids figuratively. Literally fucking kids will get you into some trouble, won't it, Dennis? Not implying that Dennis fucks kids, but like, look at him. Look at him. And he's a religious conservative. Come the fuck on.
bond with, there are at least two destructive consequences. First, she will not know how to choose a man wisely. She will not know how a man should treat her, and she may well end up with a man who mistreats her. Second, to fulfill her desire to bond with a man, as primally yearning in most women as bonding with a woman is in most men, she will go from man to man. Girls without fathers in their lives are far more likely to be sexually promiscuous and to begin sexual
Who cares?
at an earlier age, which in turn are reasons many young women are depressed. Few women find sleeping with man after man fulfilling.
Just anecdotally, I'd know that to like not be true.
Finally, fathers give both sons and daughters
But that's anecdotally.
need most, a sense of safety and security. As much as children need love, they need a sense of security.
Big, strong, manly man. Manly man, Dennis Prager. Would you feel secure if Dennis Prager was the man in your house? If somebody broke in trying to fuck a motherfucker up, would you feel secure with Dennis Prager there? I wouldn't. That feeble old man, and at no point in time in Dennis Prager's life has he been in a position where he could like fucking, I could take Dennis Prager. Dennis Prager, I could take you. Let's go. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Let's have a fight.
And dads give security.
People who like to get laid
Fathers
tend to
are
be
not only
promiscuous.
having one and being one, but by the many people, men and women of all ages, who have told me that they see me as a father figure. I am honored to fill that role.
I don't know why.
Fill it. Grandfathers, uncles, teachers, mentors, clergy, and yes, even a man on the radio.
No, do not let your kids anywhere near the clergy. They will rape them. I promise you that. The clergy will rape your kids. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. Like I know some people are like, there are good Christians out there. No, the clergy gonna rape your kids. Keep them away from your fucking kids.
But some man has to be your father. I'm Dennis Prager.
No man has to be your father, but you can go find you plenty of daddies. Oh! I got one more for you. This is from Dennis Prager. It has nothing to do with fathers. This is a completely unrelated issue. Dennis Prager says that they won't debate us. Why the left won't debate?
We ache to have
Why the left won't debate even when offered money. Guys, in my chat right now, if Dennis Prager offered me money to go and debate him, would I not go debate him? Walsh, Sam Cedar. Sam Cedar will debate Dennis Prager any fucking day, I'm sure. I am positive. Hassan will go and debate Dennis Prager. Kyle Kalinske will debate Dennis Prager. I am certain of it. positive. All the people I just mentioned would go and debate Dennis Prager. Now, some of those might be nominally on the left. Cenk would debate Dennis Prager. Anna would probably debate Dennis Prager. I know for a fact that Ben Burgess would debate Dennis Prager because Ben Burgess commented and said, let's do it. Maybe he quote tweeted it. Maybe that's where I even saw this from, was Ben Burgess. Ben Burgess is the debate. That's the one I want more than anything. Ben Burgess versus Dennis Prager. That's the one I would pay to see. And Ben Burgess would knock him out.
I'll give you another interesting thing that people don't reflect on. We ache to have them on our shows. We ache to debate them, but they won't debate us, and they won't come on our shows, and they won't have us on their shows. I have offered tens of thousands of dollars to any left-wing columnist on the New York Times to debate me anywhere they want. They could choose the moderator. They could choose the audience. And serious money, and that's 99%.
Wait. So now we're gonna. Z did the same thing earlier. All of these prestigious journals have written about this, but I'm going to present you with The Atlantic. Nobody on the left will debate me, but I'm going to present you this very narrow prestige journalist institution that I've tried to goad into debating, and they won't debate me. And that applies to 99% of the left. Fucking shit.
Of the New York Times columnists are leftists. Maybe there are 3 that are not non-left. But they would never do it. I ache to debate them. I would raise $100,000 probably. I could probably raise that.
Sam Cedar, do it for free.
Ex-Kendi debate Larry Elder.
I can't. They're not going to go debate Larry Elder. Larry Elder is not a serious person. They're not. No.
Okay, it would end the career of Ta-Nehisi Coates or Ibram
And
X.
they
Kendi.
know that.
They would be regarded as the intellectual frauds that they are. Larry would wipe the floor with them. The key to their success is not...
Wow. He thinks Larry Elder would wipe the floor with Ta-Nehisi Coates. Right-wingers are morons. Absolute fucking morons. Dumbest fucks walking the planet. Happy Father's Day, everyone. If you got a dad you like, if you're into that sort of thing. Happy Father's Day to all the hard-working single moms out there. You deserve it as well. I know there's a lot of debate. People give you some fucking grief for making it your day, too. I don't care. You guys, you out there, you single moms. Like, that's one of the things. If you think, if Prager thinks that fatherhood is so important, then wouldn't he be equally as appreciative of all the single moms out there? Wouldn't he realize how hard of a job they have been doing? Not once did he acknowledge them in that video or think about their perspective.
Yeah, we're pretty sleepy. Good night, bye-bye. Good boy, Duke.
This is an animal sanctuary. They're telling all the babies good night.
We go peppers tonight.
They're gonna tuck everybody in.
Buddy, Cookie. Thank you. I love you. Good night.
Oh,
I love you so much. I hope you have sweet dreams the first night in the barn. Good night, Miss Dolly.
the barn. Oh,
Good night, Miss Peppa. You been a silly girl. I love you.
said it was his first day in the barn. He was looking at the window like, what? Where am I at?
Good
I
night.
hate that for him, but it's clear that he's got a very loving family taking care of him.
How you doing, Romy?
Oh, Rami, you're adorable.
You say good night? There's my Winnie girl. Good night, baby. I love you so much.
Oh, I love them all. I want to hug them all.
Good night, beautiful. Good night, Romy. You're a good boy, okay? I love you so, so much.
Look at those eyes.
Good night, Miss Molly. You be a good girl tonight, okay?
Miss Molly.
Sweet dreams, beautiful. Kiss. Good night, beautiful.
Boop that snout.
Good night, Miss
I haven't even queued up anybody over on Twitch yet. Like I'm in tears over here looking at the puppies.
Sweet dreams. I love you. Good night, Buster. How are you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Being a good boy? I hope
Why are you over there by yourself? You got that big old barn? Look like all kinds of friends. Oh,
beautiful tonight. You love it.
this little dude been eating a lot.
Let's go find a place to snuggle up, okay? Let's go, come on. Say goodnight, baby biscuit. I love you, buddy. You're a good boy tonight, okay?
Baby biscuit. Biscuit's so big. That's a big old biscuit.
Hi, Syra. We're so happy you're here, baby girl. I love you so much. I hope you have the sweetest dreams tonight. First night in
I
the
will
barn.
tell you, I'm going to go and hug all of my cats after this. I'm going to love you.
I love you so much, handsome man. You go this
He's a handsome man. Look at him.
Good night, sweet baby boy. You better go pop, okay? Good night, Ajax. I love you, buddy. You have
Ajax.
baby boy.
Now, apparently, like, shelters have taken to... and this is a sanctuary we're watching right now. This is a shelter.
Good night, buddy.
Babies they're trying to adopt out, they're giving them, like, unique names and pop culture names, hoping they'll go viral.
Love you so much.
Like, you know, they may name a puppy Morbius or something, you know, or name him Morbin Time. Try to capitalize on the meme craze and make sure they get adopted.
You beautiful girl. I hope you have sweet dreams.
If you're watching on Twitch, you're gonna head over to USA Hole.
Sweet dreams, beautiful.
Mel doesn't run tomorrow. There's no court in session, but I'm gonna be here. Go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before you hit the sack. I'm Justin Freakin. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Troll Patrol. Live.